Alright, let's get out of the way. To first subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment if you like. So now that Tendou doesn't have a job, or he doesn't have a girl he likes, what is he supposed to do? Or what is there to do? Well, he ended up making a list of 100 things he wants to do. But before all of that, he remembers when his supervisor told him that he has a deadline to complete, and he better do it because he doesn't give a fuck that he's burning out, or that he's super tired that he wants to faint. You get to quit this job when you die. So he wakes up from that nightmare. To only be another nightmare, in my opinion. His room is disgusting. It looks like there's a bunch of flies around. So in a really long time, he finally gets to wake up very happy and say good morning to the whole world. So he has decided to take a break off work. He's going to take 3 years to just find himself. So to start off, he's finally going to clean the nightmare of his room. So he finishes and it looks freaking awesome. The kitchen is shining, his trophies are shining, so he says, alright, let me take a break and get a fucking beer. And he finds the god beer. The beer that says, enjoy your fucking life, man. You've worked hard. Enjoy your fucking life, man. You're almost killed. Enjoy your fucking life, man. The girl you like died. I mean, it must be pretty weird drinking a beer, trying to relax, watching the news, and the news report lady just dies. A zombie freaking bitter, so no more news, I suppose. But that doesn't matter to him because he says, it's been a long time since I jacked off, so I'm going to revisit some of those memories while I just drink beer and live in this house for a very long time. He opens the fridge and nope, not a single beer's left. He drank all of them already. So he has to go to the convenience store and get some more beer, but he looks outside and there's already a fuck ton of zombies out there. So it makes him not want to go, but he says, how the fuck am I gonna enjoy my life in this house for many days without a fucking beer? So he says, fine. He's gonna go. And meanwhile, downstairs, there's people who are really scared because zombies are coming up the stairs and they don't know what to do because no police is coming their way. So they get scared because Tendou's crawling down a different way than the staircase and that freaks them out. They end up being very good people, but he doesn't want to go inside the house because he has to go get beer. But he offers to get them stuff because it's dangerous out there and he'll come back with all the supplies. So he's riding his bike to the 7-Eleven, and he's moving very slow. I think any zombie can just go up to him and bite him. And he even knows himself that if there was a ball of them and they surrounded him, he'd be dead. So he parks his bike next to 7-Eleven, but there's another bike that seems kind of suspicious because they have a GoPro or an iPhone camera on them that's recording everything. So he can't be the only one in that store, right? But it's pretty empty when he gets in there. He's cheering beer, beer, beer because he's super excited until he gets to a point where there's a girl drinking a water bottle. And I'm like, damn, this is a gym baddie. So of course he's gonna have to go up to her and talk to her. There's no way he's gonna miss a shot. So he tries to talk to her and says, yeah, it's a nice day. The weather's fine, isn't it? I'm just here to get a couple of beers. And she just doesn't even respond. Well, he shot his shot. Time to move on, man. But realistically, he just wanted to be very nice to her and become friends with her maybe. But she's just being very unfriendly. I thought he'd give up on talking to her, but no. He goes in there and says, since we're the only humans here, how about if we exchange numbers? Alright, I see what he's doing. Not bad, but she still rejects him. She doesn't want to know someone who's 1, very unfit, 2, unhealthy, and 3, who doesn't really care to live. And then out of nowhere, a fucking zombie gets inside the door. He pushes himself in and a bunch of them get in. So Tendou tries to be the hero and gets in front of the girl. But that's not even the worst part. I didn't know, but zombies can somehow still drive. And a zombie drove a truck right directly into the 7-Eleven. How the fuck did they know that they're in there? And so she ends up saving Tendou instead. I'm surprised nobody wanted to take those gaming codes in the back. I would have taken all of them. They're worth a lot of money. And so after she saves him, she tears off while his bike is just destroyed. Look, I don't want to call him a certain word, but it seems that every time he sees a girl, he falls in love with them. But he's just trying to find someone to love, I guess. So his bike is destroyed, but he upgrades into an electric bike, and he tears that shit off. And that's not where it stops. He upgrades to even a higher one. He gets a nicer bike, and this thing really roars. Look, I don't know this guy or his past, but I think just because you can drive a car, it doesn't mean that you can drive a motorcycle. You still need to practice how to ride a motorcycle. And if that wasn't believable enough, then he starts doing a wheelie, and I think, this man would never be able to do that. So he finally gets home after driving about an hour away. And so he's really excited. He starts climbing his way up to his house, but first he needs to give the items he promised that he would get to Mr. and Mrs. Kosaka. But that's weird. Mr. and Mrs. Kosaka painted their walls with handprints. Are they designing a new room? Where'd they go? So that night he's just relaxing and he's having a sip of Enjoy Your Life beer. But he's not really enjoying the day because Mr. and Mrs. Kosaka might be dead. And he's just thinking, you could either die today or die 60 years from now. But the point is that you do what you want to do. I mean, it seems like that's his catchphrase. For some reason, he says it every episode so far. And then he finally opens his journal and he tries to think of 100 things he wants to do before he becomes a zombie. Does that mean that he does want to become a zombie? So he starts writing down what he wants to do, but he only makes about 30 of them before he thinks, I don't even know what to put on this list. So he puts down things that he probably already wrote down, but he's going to reiterate them so he can fill out 100 things. He already wrote something about meeting a girl of his dreams, or if not wanting to talk to your parents is not up there, then you got it mixed up here. Unless your parents fucking suck, and that's different. He doesn't finish the 100 things, but he's content with 33 things for now. So he's not the only one who wakes up at 6 o'clock. She also wakes up at 6 o'clock. But she wears the same workout clothes, even in her sleep. But maybe it's to be productive, and when she wakes up, she knows she's ready to go to the gym. She starts running and working out. She finishes. And let me know in the comments below, if you're a bro, how many of these supplements do you actually take? And she's trying to write down 100 things to do every day so she doesn't become a zombie. I mean, she's taking this thing very seriously. She has the binoculars, she's watching the zombie movies, even the zombies outside. She lives in a very secure apartment, and she's taking notes on how the zombies react or what type of zombies are in there. She knows that there's two, and one's easier to get past, and there's another one that's much harder. So she has to go to the convenience store, 7-Eleven, to get items for her to survive because she thinks there's going to be a second apocalypse and there's going to be more and more zombies, so she has to be very ready for that. I mean, look at the shit she's taking. That would kill just 1,000 humans. They have enemy gas at a 7-Eleven? I didn't know that. And while she's walking down the aisle, she's a very pink cupcake that she wants to take, but she remembers that she's not supposed to eat sugar because she has to stay in shape so she can outrun the zombies. And she ends up giving her side of the story of when Tendou got to the 7-Eleven, and we figure out that she's the one with the GoPro on her bike. So she gets home, she secured the bag. Also, damn, she's in good shape. She looks good. And she looks at the recording of Tendou being at the 7-Eleven, and she thinks, wow, this man really loves beer. Maybe I should have taken the cupcake that I wanted. I agree, one cupcake will not fucking kill you. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Peace.